treadmill. The treadmill is a full body workout with emphasis on your lower body and legs. Make sure you enter the treadmill from the side, because if you enter from the rear, you might slip on the belt and fall over. On each side of the treadmill, there are some handrails that indicate your safety zone. Try to stay within the safety zone at all times. There's a red emergency stop button that you can press, and then the belt will stop immediately. There's also a safety clip that you can clip onto your t-shirt. If this gets pulled off, the belt will stop straight away. To start the treadmill, just press the quick start button and the belt will count down from 3. To increase the speed, press the green up arrow until you get to a comfortable walking pace. When you're walking, make sure you're using a heel-toe action, that your upper body stays nice and relaxed and that your chin is parallel to the floor. Try to avoid holding onto the side rails. To increase the speed further, press the green up arrow again. Your stride length will increase until you come into a natural running pace. When you're running, make sure you're leaning forward slightly from the ankle and that your upper body still stays nice and relaxed. Once you're finished jogging, decrease the speed back down, press the pause reset button, and make sure you put the safety clip back onto the holder. And then you can just exit the treadmill from the side. This is the upright bike. The upright bike works your legs. Before you enter the bike, make sure you adjust the seat height by pulling the blue pin under the seat and slide it up and down. A rough guide is that the seat should be level with your hip bone. Make sure you step onto the lowest pedal and then you can climb over. The straps should be tight around the widest part of your foot. You need to start pedaling and then you can press the quick start button to get started. To check that the seat height is okay, make sure that you don't lock your knee out, that you still have a 10 to 15 degree knee bend. When you are pedaling, make sure that you push down with your heel, and that is a push and pull action with both feet. The ankles, knees and hips should all be in alignment and pointing straight ahead. You can choose whether you want to sit in the upright position, where your back is nice and straight, or you can lean forward into the racing position and rest your arms onto the handlebars. Either position you choose, make sure that your abdominals is pulled in, that your shoulders stay square, and that you're not rocking from side to side. Once you're finished, decrease the speed back down, step out of the pedals, and just climb over. This is the cross trainer. The cross trainer works your upper and lower body. Enter the cross trainer from the side of the machine onto the lowest step closest to you, with the leg furthest away from the machine. Make sure you use the stationary handles to make it easier to enter. Make sure that both of your feet are placed within the center of the foot plate. You need to start striding before you press the quick start button. If you want to start using your arms, grab hold of the movable handles and start pushing and pulling with your arms. Your heel might lift off the foot plate, but make sure you're not standing on your toes all the way through the stride. Make sure you have your abdominals pulled in, that your back stays nice and tall, and that your ankles, knees and hips are all in alignment and pointing straight ahead. Once you're finished, decrease the speed back down, grab hold of the stationary handles, exit the machine from the highest step, and reverse the movement you did when you entered. This is the AMT machine, or the Adaptive Motion Trainer. The AMT machine is a full body workout with 3 different stride lengths. Enter the AMT machine from the back. Grab hold of the handles bar on the side, step onto the lowest step, and then you grab the static handlebars in the middle. The first movement is a climbing movement. Make sure that all of your foot is on top of the foot plate and push down with one leg until you get going. You can then press the quick start button. Make sure you're keeping your back upright and that you're pushing your heels down. The second movement is a short stride. To move into the short stride, grab the moving handlebars and push and pull the handles with your arms. Lean forward slightly, let the heel lift off the foot plate to move forward. This is now a circular movement. To increase the stride length further, lean forward even more using your arms and legs. You can look at the stride guide on the console. The green light will be within the first green segment. As you increase your stride length up into the short stride, the green light will go into the second segment. As you increase even further, the stride will go all the way at the top to the top, and you're into your full stride. You can change between the different stride lengths as much as you like. When you're finished, decrease the speed back down, grab the stationary handlebars, and exit from the back. This is the rowing machine. The rowing machine is a full body workout. Before you start rowing, make sure you adjust the resistance on the side, 10 being hard, 1 being easy. Just slide the pointer up and down. The console is self-explanatory. Before you start, press the menu button. Wait for a few seconds and then just press the Just Row button. And then you're ready to start. Enter the rowing machine by sitting yourself onto the seat. Make sure you're careful when you do this because the seat slides backwards and forwards. Place your feet on top of the foot plates. Make sure that the straps are tight around the widest part of your foot. Grab hold of the handle with an overhand grip about shoulder width apart. The rowing machine has got two phases, the drive phase and the recovery phase. In the drive phase, you extend your legs first, then you pull your arms into your belly button, keeping your back nice and straight. In the recovery phase, you do the opposite. You straighten your arms back, then you bend your knees. So the movement is legs, arms, arms and legs. Legs, arms, arms and legs. Make sure when you're rowing that the chain stays parallel to the floor all the time and that your wrist stays nice and firm. Make sure that you put in all of the effort in the drive phase and that you're just relaxing and recovering in the recovery phase. Once you finish, place the handles back down. Make sure you unstrap your feet and just exit the rowing machine from the side. This is the leg extension machine. The leg extension machine works the front of your thighs. Enter the machine from the side and sit yourself on top of the seat. There's a handle behind the seat. Pull this up and slide the seat backwards and forwards. Make sure the back of your knees rest on the edge of the seat. There's a handle next to you. Pull this towards you and make sure that your knees is in line with your legs. Curl your ankles around the pad and make sure that your toes are pointing upwards. If this needs to be adjusted, pull the handle on the side and slide the footrest up and down. Make sure it's into place. Grab the handles on the side of the machine, pull your abdominals in and make sure your back is nice and straight before you start. Extend your legs up against the pads, make sure you don't lock your knees out. Come back into the starting position and make sure your knees is in line with your lower leg. Once you're finished with the desired number of repetitions, come back down, grab the handle on the side, pull this towards you, open up the machine and exit the machine from the side. This is the seated leg curl. The seated leg curl works the back of your thighs. Before you enter the machine, there's a handle in front of the machine. Pull this handle and slide it up and down. The footrest should just be below horizontal before you start. Enter the machine from the side and sit yourself on top of the seat. There's a handle behind the seat. Pull this handle up and slide the seat backwards and forwards. The back of your knee should rest on the edge of your seat. Straighten your legs out in front of you and place it on top of the footrest. The lowest part of your calf should rest on top of the footrest. If this needs to be adjusted, pull the handle on the side and slide the footrest up and down. Make sure it's into place. There's a handle above the thigh rest. Pull this handle towards you and push the thigh rest on top of your thighs. Make sure you can't lift off the seat. Make sure your abdominals are pulled in and that your back is nice and straight before you start. Curl your ankles towards your bottom and straighten your legs back out. Make sure you don't lock your knee out. When you're done with the desired number of repetitions, pull the handle above the thigh rest, slide your legs out from the side and exit the machine. On all of the resistance machines, remember to adjust the weight stack by pulling the pin out and make sure you insert the pin properly all the way in. Choose less weight rather than more initially. This is the chest press machine. The chest press works your chest muscles. Sit yourself onto the seat. Adjust the seat up and down by pulling the handle under the seat and make sure the horizontal handles are in line with your armpit and your chest. Place your feet firmly on the floor, make sure your abdominals are pulled in and that your back is nice and straight against the back support. Place one foot on top of the foot pedal so the handles move forward. Choose if you want to use the vertical handles or the horizontal. Make sure it's an overhand grip, whichever one you choose. When you're ready, let go of the foot pedal. Extend your arms out by pushing against the handles. Make sure you don't lock your elbows out. Come back to the starting position, which is chest height. When you're finished with the desired number of repetitions, come back to the starting position, about chest height, place one foot on top of the foot pedal, let go of the handles, take the foot pedal back up, and just exit the machine. This is the pull down. The pull down works your back. Enter the machine and sit yourself onto the seat. Remember to adjust the weight stack on either side of the machine by pulling the pin out. Make sure the pin is inserted properly. Always remember that the weight should be even on either side. Choose less weight rather than more initially. On top of your thighs there's a pad. Underneath there's a blue handle. Pull this towards you and slide the pad up or down. Make sure this rests on top of your thighs. When you're ready, stand up, grab hold of the handles with an overhand grip. Now sit yourself down. Make sure your feet are placed firmly on the floor underneath the pad. Make sure your abdominals are pulled in and that your back is nice and straight. Now pull the handles down in front of your chest, down to chest height. Make sure your elbows stay quite close to your body all the way through the movement. When you're finished with the desired number of repetitions, extend your arms back up, stand up, let go of the handles, and exit the machine. This is the cable crossover. The cable crossover can work different parts of your body depending on which exercise you choose. Remember to adjust the weight stack by pulling the pin out. Make sure the pin is inserted properly. Also make sure that the weight is even on each side before you start. Always choose less weight rather than more initially. Also remember to adjust the pulleys by pulling the blue handle up and sliding the pulleys up or down. Make sure the pulleys are inserted properly before you start. On the inside of the machine, there's a selection of 7 exercises that gives you a brief explanation on how to perform the exercises. If you need any more help on how to use this machine, consult a member of staff and they'll be able to help you on this.